Hi everybody. I made a couple of new journals from a kit that is called a sewing kit, but it's actually got mostly quilt stuff in it. So I wanted to share these with you. They are both made from the same kit. One is a little different from the other, but in the kit, everything you see in here, except embellishments, of course, is included. So I'll show you one at a time. This was the first one that I made, and it was made with chipboard. And it's pretty thick. So I did a tassel, I guess. It's got some turquoise stones and a pair of scissors and a ruler and a little flower and a spool of thread and also some little buttons and another pair of scissors. I used one of these things that you paste on of a thimble on the cover and some lace on the top and bottom. So inside, here's a page that I did. I'm going to just put this up here out of the way. This is a Holly Hobby quilt. This one is a different kind of quilt. That is one of the pieces of ephemera, as is this, and so I just used the thimble to tuck that little piece in. There's another one of the quilts. Oh, and on each of these you can see there's an opening like this, so you can add things there if you'd like. This one has some pretty lavender things, the pocket, couple of thread holders, and this little booklet. I just love this. I just absolutely love the colors in that. And then this has some little pages that you can write in. So again, another place where you have an opening. So these pages were just kind of meant for the backing. So this pocket has some nice things in it. You can write on the backs of those. And I'll put those back in after. This quilt, I actually put a little file folder pocket and then a little place you could write on. There's my cat's quilt. A pocket here with, isn't she just the most adorable thing? And this old Good Housekeeping and then the old Singer. And these, of course, can all be written on the back. So this one, I put a little pocket on the quilt page with a jar of thread. This belly band has some neat things in it. There's also a little notice here called says Sewing Bee. So in the belly band there is a gal with a really pretty turquoisey dress and a couple of thread holders again. And then on this page, I did another little pocket there on the quilt and added this little ticket. This pocket has a bunch of little things in it. I like little things. So I just love that lady. I just think she's adorable. And then a little thing of, oh, what are those things called? My brain is not helping me. I just tore that a little bit, but a couple more tags. And then this piece has a book inside. Don't you just love these old needle holders that they made? And I'll put that back on after as well. This page has, I love the colors in this. And I absolutely adore this little girl. And then this old button holder page as well. Then this is one of the other quilts. And again, I'll remind you there's places here where you can add things. And then this is another one of the quilts. Another one of the thread things. And a quilting bee. And another very pretty tag, which I've rounded. And another one of these needle books. And I've made that into a little booklet also. So I'll put those back in after too. Here there is another little, this one has a hook on it. And this says, Sewing Mends the Soul. And then there is an old sewing machine. Couple more of the thread holders. And another ticket. And then the cover on the back is the same as the front. So now I'll show you the other one I made. I wanted to see if I liked it better without the chipboard, and I think I do actually, but I guess it depends on each person's taste. So this one, I used ribbon to hold it together. I punched 3 holes and then tied it with ribbon. It has a little dangle with thread, and then a thimble and a scissors and a button. And each of the 12 squares here, I've added a button on. I've glued a button on them. And I really kind of like how that looked. This one you can open up here as well. And these are put together differently than what the other one was. So those are the tags that are the pages, the cards that are in there. And there's the Holly Hobby, and again, you can add things. Now this one, I've added some new things. I love this little thing. And it opens up like this, and it says, the Lenore, I guess it is, Family Sewing, 1 million machines. It says some other stuff too, but that's the main thing. And then this little sewing machine and another thread holder and another sewing machine ad and this pretty piece. And then this little oval is my pocket for this page. So there's lots of great stuff in this little thing. Then this page is the same as the previous journal. So it also has the tags and the paper and the booklet. And then this one is all, I think, the same as the other one. I love this little girl, Dolly's Sewing Bee. I just thought that was really adorable. I just love her. And here I've done the bottle of thread and this hook and eye thing. And this is the same as the other one with the sewing bee and these items. This isn't in the other book. I just couldn't add one thing more because it was just so full. I couldn't get anything more onto the circles that were holding it. But this is definitely in the kit. So this is all kinds of neat old-fashioned pieces, as is the pocket. And then this is the same. No, it's not. This has these pieces, and then it has these 2 tags which weren't in the other book. And this is the same as was in the other book. So I'm just gonna stick these back in here. And then this, I think, is different from what I had before, but that's the little hook. And then again, some sewing mends the sole. And the old sewing machine and a couple of thread holders and another ticket. This one, I've added the file folder and a card onto the actual quilt side. And this one has a couple of thread holders. This lady whom I just love, this picture of a sewing bee, and then this ticket. And then this piece has this same needle book, and these two kitty cats, little tiny little tags, and then this beautiful sewing basket. And then the back is the same as on the other book. So I hope you enjoyed seeing these. I will have them in my shop, and I will, the printable kits, and I will put a link for that below. Thanks for watching.